to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain your week. Got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast. This is MOTN podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This chained legion of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G. And with me, as always, is our star gladiator of a host, the man himself, Winter Trash Monk, the Thizzer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to... welcome, everybody. I am Trash Monk the Third. Trash Monk, I. That's Trash Monk, I. I'm coming at you live from the Trash Bunker with a drink that I saw on Stephen Colbert interviewing Graham Norton, which is whiskey, lime, and ice.
So you have yourself an adult beverage, Doug.
Yeah. To just get me lubricated and ready for MOTN.
Yeah, man. Need you squirrely and whirly for this podcast, my dude.
Uh-huh. Gets me through some of the news we have to talk about.
Hey, Winter, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, man. You're freaking me out, man.
Hey, come on. Oh, man.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm so okay. I'm MLK.
You know what? You know what animals I hate to see at the at cemeteries?
Chickens.
Nope.
No.
Geese.
Geese.
Geese. This is for later. I'm priming the podcast, so when I shoot a shotgun at it, it explodes. Impossible to handle.
Yeah. So how's your week been?
My week has been supercalifragilistic okay. I did two things. I'll get the obvious out the way first. Monster Hunter Iceborne. All day Monster Hunter Iceborne. 1,000 years Monster Hunter Iceborne. I've just been playing that and kind of shaking off the cobwebs, because I did put the game down for a few months, maybe like 3 or 4 months, because I did everything I wanted to do in it. And picking it up again, it has been a blast. I've been taking my time with it, so I'm not too far in the game. I just fought Glavenus today, which is the giant T-Rex with the blade tail, and he swings it to and fro, and he sharpens it, and it gets all fiery hot. So I took him down earlier with a master stroke of my gun lance, and I've just been having fun, crafting monsters, playing the story, going on hunts, having adventures. Back at it. We're back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle again.
Thank you.
I'm back.
You gotta really lean into that back, Doug.
That's good audio, folks.
Sorry. Other than that, one of my favorite horror movies is on Amazon Prime. It's called Innocent Blood. I've talked about it a couple times on the podcast, I think. And it's pretty much a vampire movie that's one part's Goodfellas and the other part's Interview with a Vampire. It's really cool. It's about a female vampire in New York that only feeds upon like crime bosses and like mafiosos because she will not spill innocent blood. And it's really just a fun little vampire romp. Doesn't take itself too seriously at all. Has an all-star cast with Chaz Palminteri, Robert Loggia, a bunch of people. Robert Loggia. There's a bunch of people in it. It's a ton of fun. I just watched it earlier today.
Is it better than John Carpenter's Vampires?
Yes.
How dare you? It has James Woods.
That's why it's better than John Carpenter's Vampire.
It has weird ties to Catholicism.
There's one cool part in John Carpenter's Vampires where the main vampire literally cuts a dude in half with his fingernails. He like takes his hand and swipes up a dude's like torso from groin to forehead, and the dude just explodes in half like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I'm not knocking John Carpenter's Vampires. That's a silly movie too. Wasn't there 2 versions of that movie?
James Wood version, which the vampire turned out to be Hillary Clinton, and then the original series, which was just a normal movie. which one of those was real life, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
But yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, check out Innocent Blood. I think it's free right now. It's a ton of fun. It's a 90s movie, has a banging, like, you like Goodfellas and you like that kind of mob aesthetic, but you want like a weird twist.
A noble Nelly. I always wanted to be a gangster.
Don't do it, child. Your back can't take
my love.
my
heart. Making me cry.
Making me cry. So those are the 2 things I did. I just played a bunch of Monster Hunter and got to watch Innocent Blood. Which is
I want to be like you. Ooh, ooh.
Okay. What's your favorite Goodfellas scene?
That's a hard one. I like.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first.
All right, my favorite Goodfellas scene is the scene where Ray Liotta's all coked out driving around the city running errands, and that freaking helicopter is following him the whole time. Yeah. How does that song go again? This crazy song. Playing at the same time. He's like,
yeah, I was looking up into the sky and I saw a plane.
I gotta go get the tomato sauce, and I gotta cook the tomato sauce for Andy, and then I gotta go pick up the guns, and they didn't want the guns, so I gotta go take the guns back to Sheila, but Andy still needs the potato sauce.
Now I like the background. Yeah, I like the background music of that scene because it cuts and there's like some weird muddy waters.
Yeah, it's such a funky scene. It's my favorite scene in the movie.
And you know the guy who plays the cop, right? In that, where he's like, "Don't move a muscle," blah 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 blah. He's a famous guy. He's like a private detective for the Stars. I can't remember his name.
Say word. Say psych.
Psych.
Dang. Yeah.
His name's Barry something. I remember looking up who he was because he was doing Subway commercials of like, the pastrami's real. I approve.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you owe me a Goodfellas scene, my man.
Oh, okay. I like the scene where they're going through the restaurant and they're like interviewing. They're like, "This is two-time Tony," because he says. And then he goes, "I'm going to get the papers. Get the papers.
Get the papers. I'm going to get the papers. Get the papers."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one shot scene where they go from the car all the way to the back of the restaurant.
Right.
That's good stuff. Yeah. I won't kick that out of bed. That's a good scene. Yeah, man. Goodfellas. Hashtag Goodfellas is better than Casino. I'll fight you, dude.
Casino's got some good bits.
I'm not going to knock Casino, man.
Which hand do you write with?
This one.
Well, now you're gonna have to learn how to write with your
left. Shatters the hell out of it, dude. Yeah. Or the scene where they put the guy's head in a vice and his eyeball pops. It was out of control.
Yeah. See, I never realized that the eye popped out till someone told me.
Yeah, man.
They don't show it.
That's some horror movie stuff. They show it for a split second though. They show it a rupture. Then they pull away because you can't just sit on a shot like that.
I don't know.
Or the scene where Joe Bob Briggs is working at the casino and Robert De Niro has to kick him out because he's a big idiot and he keeps messing up the slots.
Right. Well, I'm sorry, but like you can't treat me that way. And then
the senator comes up like, why'd you fire my son-in-law? Like he's a big idiot and he's ruining everything.
Well, I know that.
I know that, but I said to keep him hired, so you got to have him do something.
Are you excited about The Irishman coming out, by the way?
Yeah. Why
it's
not?
Supposed to be over 210 minutes, I heard.
Just don't pee before you go, man.
No, just have it on your phone and you take it with you everywhere.
Uh, Everywhere. What did you do with your week, man?
Let's see here. I thought we were gonna play D&D on Sunday, and then I didn't. So I played Hotline Miami 2. I beat the first one already, and I played some Strafe, some League of Legends. I'm trying to get back into Rocket League, but my mojo's gone for some reason.
Oh no, you got to get it back, bro. You got to get your mojo back, bro.
Got my mojo working and it won't work on you.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to watch some Star Trek. I'm hoping I need to watch Breaking Bad before El Camino comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I feel it.
Yeah. I filet mignon it. And
filet mignon.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the gist of my week. Working on a script for an audio drama competition that's going to be happening next month, I believe, for October.
It's called Peaches and Leeches, Doug.
Yeah, and I'm finding out that it's like I'm trying to have relationships in the audio drama where it's like couples talking to each other, and then I go, oh, I have zero like real life contact like this, so so I'm just going off of like what I've heard other couples talk about.
Why don't you utilize the youth and just say, hey?
I am. Like, I'm using names of youth that I talk to on a daily basis.
Not their government, though.
Not their government.
Not their government, bro.
Not their last name, no.
Not their socials, dog.
I think I've only used last names in a play twice.
I've accidentally doxed 2 people 2 times.
No, like, and like even in the characters, like I don't. There's only been a few times I needed last names for some reason.
Dude, if I was an actor, my name would be Dick Brickman.
Okay. Well, it depends on what
Richard Brickman, Doug.
Richard Brickman. I only perform Shakespeare, and I only perform it terrible.
I got the Purple Heart in Vietnam, and then I became a beat cop.
Where you're a beatnik cop.
And then I got frozen and cryogenically frozen for 30 years, and I woke up in 2019.
Okay, let's move on.
We're moving on to polls.
Yeah.
We're moving on to polls. A poll will snatch your soul if you let it, Doug. So
I need to do a poll intro. Dang it.
Yeah, yes you do. It's your turn.
Let's go to the polls. Let's see what people vote on. Let's go to the polls. Yeah.
Robot chicken.
That's my nose. Okay.
Whoa, that was nostril out. That was nostril discharge, Doug. I like it. I like it. That's something Lobo would do, you damn bastages. Okay. So Sony dropped a giant bomb on all of us over this week and said, that third button on a PlayStation controller, you've been saying it wrong this whole time. It's not called an X. It's not the X button. It's the cross button. Cross button.
They're trying to get back at us for World War II, and it's sickening.
And it's working, dude. It's vexed us all, Doug. So I did a little poll, nothing too big. I asked the Nerdiverse, what do you call the third button on the PlayStation controller? The X or the cross? And the cross got 11% of the votes. And the X got 89% of the votes. It's called the X PlayStation. Learn your station.
Generation X.
They're doing crotch shots in front of.
You almost said cross shots.
Cross shots. That's horrifying. That's not good.
Generation X.
I like that theme song.
Yeah.
That's my meme song.
I don't know what the actual theme song sounds like, so I just went with Cult of Personality.
That's super wrong, and a lot of wrestling fans are going to take your wrestling card.
Yeah. Can you feel it?
Sucker.
No, that's not it either. Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Harlem Heat.
I know.
We're coming for you, Ninja.
The streamer?
Yeah, nah. We are We are ants to him. He's on another stratosphere right now. He's on another plethora.
We're coming for you, Joe Rogan.
Nah, man, he's cool.
And no DMT in the world can stop us from getting to the top.
Did you mean deep vein thrombosis?
So what's on the news?
You feel a little jitters in your legs? The news, man.
Well, I always feel pain shooting out my legs, but that's a different reason.
Yeah, man, that's too much of that chicken, Doug.
Chicken. I don't know what you're talking about. Crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch as I chew upon this.
Hold on, I'm ready for this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, that is crunchy. You guys hear that? That's crunchy, dude. You can't fake that crown.
Little did they know they're getting into MOTN ASMR.
Don't say that too loud, because I will make that a channel in a hot second. Just have Winter eating crunchy chicken for 2 hours and get 1 million views.
I got these crunchy bits all over my body. I don't have a shirt on.
I love it, my body. You got to say it like John Mayer. You got to go, body.
My body is the wonderland.
My body is full of chicken. So yeah, speaking of chicken, watch that the real Ghostbusters episode where the guy sold his soul to a demon to eliminate all chicken from the earth, and the Ghostbusters have to go save all chicken from the earth.
I eat more chicken than any man ever seen. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a new bit that we could do, because I know you don't like Hollywood TMZ.
I hate it so much. I hate it with all my heart and soul.
So I'm trying to think of like Winter's $1 million ideas or Winter's grievances.
You can do grievances, man. I know things upset you, man. You need to air it out somewhere, dude.
Yeah, I can't remember what was upsetting me this morning, so I need to start writing those down. But my $1 million ideas, I guess it could be upsetting. Yeah, this is a grievance. Grievance 11152.
Dang.
Why isn't it that we don't have a Lord of the Rings cut where they have interposed Led Zeppelin music?
Why would that exist?
Because Led Zeppelin mentions Lord of the Rings in 3 songs.
But doesn't that need to like work? Kind of like the Dark Side of the Moon mixed with the Wizard of Oz, doesn't it?
No. You just like cut and go wherever you need to. But whenever they're riding horses, you go. That
goes with everything, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you want to watch a Lord of the Rings trilogy with the Led Zeppelin catalog going on?
No, because they'll make me think it was directed by Zack Snyder or something.
What's wrong with that?
No, man.
The remake of Dawn of the Dead.
I like Immigrant Song as much as the next man, but
yeah,
I support it though. I'm all about creativity.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Okay,
I support it.
That's one of my grievances. I can't remember any of the other ones right now, but
in some pictures, Galactus doesn't wear pants. I'm not feeling that.
No. Okay, wait, no.
Don't you?
Here's my grievance. Here's the grievance number 666.
Wow.
These will not be the new rules from real time. Okay, people. If those people tell those people what to do, okay, people, we're not going to do new rules, okay? From real time.
What are you talking about, man?
From Bill Maher?
I don't support Bill Maher, dog.
I know, but he does new rules at the end of his show. And I'm saying my grievances will not sound like his.
Okay. That's a personal thing, man. You got to find it in yourself not to sound like Bill Maher.
Okay, people.
Wow. You're making me want to throw this whole podcast into the sun, dog. The whole thing, 4 and 5.
If the conservatives want to throw it out in the sun, people, we don't want it. Okay, people. I can't do it, Bill Maher.
Yeah, man. I was just like, you kind of sound like Bob Dole.
Bob Dole wants to move on. Bob Dole.
Moving on to the news. Bob Dole.
Okay.
All right. There's a lot of news, man. It kind of makes me want to do a what we call a yay or nay. Do you want to just power through this news, or do you want to do yay or nay style?
Yay or nay?
We're going to yay or nay this bad boy. So here are the rules. For yay or nay, I'm going to say the title of a news article. Winter has the option to yay it, which means we'll briefly talk about it, or nay it, meaning we'll just say the title and move on. I, of course, get one veto. So if he nays something that I want to talk about, I can veto it and we will be forced to talk about it. But I only get one out of the 20 so news articles we have today. So, ready to get started?
Let's do it, brother.
Let's talk about some news. Project Resistance teaser trailer, new Resident Evil game, team-based survival horror.
Let's talk about it because I know that Resident Evil have a game called Outbreak.
Oh yeah,
and they have a sequel to that. So what would be the differences between Outbreak, which is like a survival type game, and this?
I would think we don't know a lot about this game so far because the trailer didn't really give us much. It kind of makes it look like there's some kind of like master mode in the kind of like a master player that's kind of directing the scene. And that you just dump 4 players in and they have to go through his funhouse or her funhouse. So it may be a little different that way, where a player will set the stage and say, okay, zombies are going to be here, and lickers are going to be there, and the last boss is going to be Nemesis or Tyrant or whatever. So I think it would be different that way. I think that would be super cool. Like if everybody had their own build a stage kind of setup in a location. And kind of like Dead by Daylight, you don't get to choose if you're going to be the killer or the teens. It's just kind of, you have it ready to go. You select you'll say your loadout. You have like 5 different loadouts. So you have a tyrant loadout, you have a liquor loadout, you have a
liquor loadout.
That liquor loadout, bro. And then if you end up being one of the teens, you just get dumped into somebody else's loadout. But if you end up being the villain, then you go, they're gonna run through my mansion, or they're gonna run through my umbrella silo or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool. But who knows? That's just me speculating because we don't know a lot about this game just yet.
So stay tuned for more news from MOTN about Project Resistance.
Stay tuned for more news. This one's kind of cool. Some guy, I'm just going to read the article title. PT camera hack reveals that Lisa is always right behind you. Yay or nay? This is cool.
I say yay because it sounds like you want to talk about it.
Okay, so a little backdrop on do you know what PT is by any chance?
Parent Trap.
That too, and also Predator Tyrant. So PT, also known as Playable Trailer, was a demo created by Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima that was supposed to be a precursor to their Konami-made game Silent Hills, which was going to be their reboot of the Silent Hills genre. And PT was this little kind of a vertical slice, like a sample of what their brand of horror was going to be. And you're this faceless, nameless character who's walking through this hallway that's in a causality loop. The hallway always loops on top of itself, and you have to solve the mystery of the hallway. And what they don't tell you is that the hallway is actually haunted by a ghost that will sometimes show up and sometimes not. PT was so good and so great that when Konami pulled the plug on Hideo Kojima, famously or infamously, and they pulled the plug on people being able to play PT, PlayStations with PT still installed on it are going for like $1,500 to $2,000 each, because it's such a rare game. It was it was free at the time. It was such a rare game. Not even a game. It was a demo, but it was so good that people are just clamoring for more of that, and knowing it would never exist again makes this a very sought after demo. And I have a copy of PT on my PS4, and I will never delete that save file.
How did you get it?
I downloaded it for free because I was on it. I was like, what? This came out, it's about, and I just wanted to check it out. It was free, and it had 2 of my favorite people, which is Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro. And I downloaded it, and I've had it ever since. And I didn't know that what was going to happen happened, but it was super, super, super cool.
Why haven't you sold it for $2,000?
because I'm waiting for the PS5. That's going to be my collateral. So that's my plan. But anywho, there's a mechanic in the game where you pretty much, this is a game you play with your headset on. You hear all the atmospheric noise from the game, and you hear like breathing in your ear. And whenever you hear breathing, you're not supposed to turn around because then the monster will get you. And then you'll hear things whisper to you like, turn around now, like it's trying to force you to turn around. And sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. And you'll turn around and sometimes the monster will be there, sometimes it won't. You go and solve this mystery. What this hacker has figured out is that the ghost was programmed to be behind you at all times and would just trigger whenever the game decided to trigger the monster. So it's like, and that was never known before. So it's like the idea of you going through this game, going through this loop 50 times, 100 times, and that this ghost was over your shoulder the whole time, waiting to pounce when it felt like it. Super cool, dude. It's such a cool little touch, a little mechanical touch. You know, it reminds me a lot of Alien Isolation and kind of like how the xenomorph had two brains, one brain that always knew where you were and the other brain that needed to play hide and seek. It's like this game development is such an interesting thing.
What game was that? The xenomorph had two brains?
Oh yeah, it's called Alien Isolation.
Oh
it was kind of like a spiritual sequel
to Ripley's daughter.
Mm-hmm. Ripley's daughter had to fight a xenomorph, and that thing was terrifying because it would hunt you throughout the game.
Let's hear a little xenomorph scream. Okay.
Oh no, they scream like, they have weird screams. They sound like bugs. I can't do a good xenomorph. They go. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Speaking of,
please turn the page to page 25.
Page 25. Speaking of Hideo Kojima, he's saying that Death Stranding, the game that will never come out, is going to have a very easy mode that is similar to just watching a movie. Yay or nay, dude?
I mean, what else can we talk about Death Stranding? I feel like it's like it's building up, unfortunately, like the way people were talking about No Man's Sky. Well, not the same way, but it's like there's like hype going around it now.
Yeah.
The only difference is Kojima has the backing of he's made awesome games.
Yeah, and I think that's a big difference. Is Kojima has clout, and he has industry leeway, whereas the guys at No Man's Sky were going on Jay Leno, we're going on the Kimmel Show saying this game is going to have 1 billion solar systems and millions of planets. You can go to each one, and it just was, they bit off more than they can chew.
Yeah,
but with Kojima, he has like infinite money and like infinite resources,
infinite money.
Infinite
supply depots no longer required.
Supply depots antiquated. So
no longer need Vespine gas.
Spice must flow.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm starting to get de-hyped about Death Stranding until I see it. Actually, see it.
Yeah,
I've seen it, but I have. Yeah, you know what I mean. You've seen it, but you haven't seen it.
I've seen it, but I haven't seen it.
I ain't smelt it.
Yeah. It reminds me of like the Gold Rush, folks.
It reminds me of the Alamo.
All these people got gold. Well, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
If I haven't seen it, it's new to me. Nintendo had a direct this week with a lot of Nintendo news, which kind of fills out the other half of this video game news. So, SNES games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online and are now available for download.
Nice.
Another reason to own a Switch, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, or you play them on your computer. I won't tell you how.
Or you download them for free.
Don't tell them how.
No, I'm not going to tell them how. No, there's no way I'm telling them how.
Okay,
but, just saying it's out there. Deadly Premonition 2 was announced. What? The original Deadly Premonition is now on the Switch. Why?
Yeah.
What?
I heard so maybe you could help me with this because Funhouse has started to release videos of them playing it, and they said like it was like the Twin Peaks of video games.
It's exactly the Twin Peaks of video games.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yep. If that tickles any part of your brain, it's worth checking out. Put it like that.
Tickles your fancy.
Tickles your cerebellum.
Tickles your fancy. Play to the premonition too.
Your fancy.
Okay, next.
Doom 64 is coming to the Nintendo Switch in November.
What's the difference between Doom 64 and the original? I can't remember. I don't know.
Graphics? I think it's a different layout of
whatever. No, pass.
All right. I'm not going to fight that. Jedi Knights, Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Academy are being released onto the Switch.
I mean, that's fun, but we can pass.
Can pass, dude. This is one we can't pass. Are you okay?
Are you video? Is this your first veto?
No, you have to nay it first.
Oh, I nay it.
You're naying this next one coming up?
The Jedi Knight.
Oh, wait. Oh, we can pass that. I don't care. I'm not naming that. I'm not vetoing that.
Okay.
So we're moving on. I want to talk about Terry Bogard being in Smash.
Okay. I know that you're going to veto it, so I'm just not going to use it. I'm going to suffer through this.
Go. Yeah, man. You like Smash Brothers has a remarkable...
I would have liked it if I was good at it.
I'm not good at Smash either, but it's still hype, you know? Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is in Smash with Ryu and Ken and Cloud from Final Fantasy and Sonic the Hedgehog and Bayonetta. This game is stupid, dude. It's like a kid made this up. All these different franchises playing with each other, and it's unprecedented, man.
Why don't they have the Punch-Out kid from it?
They do have Punch-Out guy in it.
They do? Okay.
Yeah, dude. There's not many franchises you can name that there isn't some Smash representative in.
Okay.
Cool. So now they got SNK, they got Fatal Fury, they got King of Fighters, they got there's a joke going around that Smash Brothers just made Capcom versus SNK before Capcom made it again, which is kind of sad, but it's the absolute truth. You got Ryu and Ken versus Terry Bogard in a game. That's super cool. In a Smash Brothers game where they're going to give Terry love and they're going to remix all of that beautiful SNK music.
Terry needs love, folks.
Terry needs love. Are you okay? Busta Wolf. And lastly, for the video game news, Overwatch is coming to Switch. Hey, winner. When was the last time you played Overwatch?
6 months ago. I keep updating it, though.
Me too. I'll stay honest. I'll stay strong with it, dude.
Yeah. I should play it soon, though.
I may jump in sometime too.
I'll never play it.
Yay or nay, John Woo's Face Off is getting a reboot.
No!
Face Off.
Why? Why make a reboot? First of all, it's a John Woo film. You don't make reboots of those. And then it's Face Off.
Yeah, because it's an intellectual property that needs to be refilled before.
You're trying to get milk from a boob that haven't had children in years, folks.
Milk from a boob.
Okay.
Moving on. Margot Robbie is going to be rebooting Tank Girl.
What about...
I skipped that one, but we'll get to it.
Okay. What's Tank Girl? Is it a girl that's a tank?
You need to educate yourself and watch Tank Girl.
I don't see it.
I don't see that happening. Haley Steinfeld has been offered the role for Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye series. Yeah or nay? Not much to say about it.
Not much to say except why a Hawkeye?
Because Kate Bishop is a character in Hawkeye. She's like the secondary Hawkeye. It's a thing.
But like, why are they devoting so much time to Hawkeye? Is it like something like we're not gonna make a movie of it, but we can still do a Disney Plus?
As long as Pizza Dog's there, I do not care.
Okay.
As long as Pizza Dog's there. Tomb Raider. That Tomb Raider remake we got a couple.
Now that's the person that we need to see more of.
Let's get into the sequel.
Yeah,
you got your wish. You got your wish, my man.
But I wish too much. Or this like Wishmaster scenario.
Yeah, man. I want you to kick my ass, and then the Wishmaster kicks your ass. Bad Boys for Life gets a trailer, man. These guys look tired, dog.
Yeah, we're in it another time.
Another time.
Bad boys. Bad boys.
Life.
What are you going to do?
Mike Lowry.
These young boys need to pull their pants up.
I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm happy to see Martin Lawrence get work again.
Yeah, what have they been doing?
Chilling, dog. He was in this one movie with Matthew McConaughey last year.
That's right.
He plays like a shipping boat, like a boat captain or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's trying to work again, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but what has he been doing?
I don't know, chilling.
Yeah.
Eating crawfish at the house. I don't know, man.
Crawfish.
And lastly, there's this cool Hansel and Gretel trailer that came out. It looks really, really neat.
Yeah, it would look neat if we weren't in a world of constant superhero movies. Like, unfortunately, I'm happy for like new, like nerd or like fantasy movies to come out. But it seems like the weight of those type of movies coming out has been overshadowed by franchises coming out.
I'm gonna tell you a secret, man, and it pains me to say it, but the superhero movie's on its way out, man. Superhero movie's on its way out, dude. I hate to say it. Endgame literally dropped the mic, and people are gonna try to pick it up. Just not gonna work, man. Not even Marvel.
I don't know,
They're gonna have to shift. They're
I don't
shift
know,
fingers, man.
They are. They're going bigger.
I mean, superhero movies are so big they will never stop, never ever stop. But the new hotness is coming. I don't know what that is.
Don't stop, man.
Some movie that's gonna be so groundbreaking. It's just gonna create a whole new side genre that everybody will copy. But superhero movies, I think, are just about hit their wall.
Let's just please don't go the route of making like we need to reboot everything.
Well, reboots are always going to be a thing, man.
But there was a time in the early 2000s or maybe the 2010s, I can't recall, where it's like we need to reboot everything.
You sound like Rich Evans when you did that. I think they're slowing down on reboots because they're yielding less money.
Reboot Blair Witch.
They did that, and it's coming up with a game.
Reboot Charles Angels.
They're actually Charles's Angels. That's weird. I don't like that.
Reboot SWAT.
They're rebooting Saw right now. It's weird. Yeah. And they're rebooting Charlie's Angels right now as we speak.
I know, with Kristen Stewart.
So yeah, get used to it. Hollywood's going to copycat and make that cheap money. And then some cool slasher movies going to come out. And then slasher movies will be big again.
Just get Pauly Shore a movie and we're good to go, you know?
The son of Pauly Shore. I know Pauly Shore has kids out there somewhere.
Yeah. No, he's still around.
No, man. He ain't doing it, though.
Oh, he's going to do it.
He's going to do it.
If you say, like, look, there's a ham sandwich involved with it. He's like, just make sure Andy Dick can't be on the set.
Ham sandwich. Some nice grinding.
That's bye.
What are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm looking forward to some sleep.
Oh, for real, man.
I'm looking forward to some writing and maybe some D&D this weekend. Hopefully. What are you looking forward to?
Fingers crossed. Looking forward to D&D, man. Looking forward to some more Iceborne. I want to start doing something a bit more creative. I almost want to do like a horror anthology side channel or something. I've been thinking about that. I want to do more horror-based stuff, but I kind of don't know what receptacle.
Do you have the time for that?
No, but it's something I want to do. I don't want to neglect MOTN. That will never happen. But I want to do more horror stuff within MOTN. So I'm just kind of logistically trying to think how I could do that and add it to the already kind of tumultuous schedule we have. But it's something to think about. We're doing this random select horror movies soon, so that's going to be fun. And I'll let that be the catalyst of kind of where that goes, because I love horror. And then it's like I want to do more video game stuff. I like to do more in-depth video game stuff, but I just need to organize it mentally first before I can put it down on paper. So I'm looking forward to thinking about that and just logistically working that out on top of everything else in my life. Do you have any last thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah, I've been checking out some stand-up of a British comedian named Stuart Lee. And definitely check them out. All it's very like it says words that college students would like, so I like it. It makes me feel smart watching it. And he says some pretty funny things. So
he's a yucker. He's a yucker.
He does a good Osama bin Laden bit.
Oh no, that's a little late. If you like this content,
I hope we finally get these.
Hope we finally get that bastard.
I watched Bill Hicks recently, and that's like it doesn't really relate.
Doesn't help matters. If you like this content and you like to support it monetarily, please join our Patreon. $1, $5, $1,000. We'll take whatever you offer us to help this channel grow and grow like the mighty cucumber. $1. If you want to support this channel non-monetarily, you can always do so by liking our comment on whichever streaming platform you are listening to us. You can always comment on our posts to let us know what you think. Was the episode great? Was it garbage? Let us know either way. And subscribe so you're always up to date with new MOTN content. Follow us on Twitter at MNerdiverse, where we do fun stuff like do polls, and I post weird things throughout the week and see if people like it or not. And always, if you're listening to us for the first time, I would like to be the first to welcome you to the Nerdiverse. And
welcome to Fantasy Nerdiverse.
Welcome to Fantasy Nerdiverse, where we have papaya and comic books.
You can be the short person.
I will be the plane boss, the plane. I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Trash Monk the Third.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond. The plane.